It's about N to the high to the hand to the whole Nino. Together with me on my left is my friend and my colleague Emmanuel, and on my right I have Peter here today. It's been an intriguing weekend world of football where Liverpool and Newcastle actually is unbelievable. Wembley was almost in rumble yesterday when Newcastle defeated Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. Oh my God, 70 years of waiting for a trophy. It's Newcastle turn. Finally, Iman, what can you say about Liverpool and Newcastle match yesterday at Wembley?
That game was so fascinating. It was so fascinating. Like I had the best night yesterday because I felt like look at the game. I was expecting Liverpool to have a banger on top of every disappointment they had from PSG, but it was so disappointing that Liverpool just gave it away to Newcastle. I'm sure they're celebrating Newcastle for the next 10 years.
Hopefully they'll be celebrating
They should
Newcastle
be
for the next
celebrating
year
the
because
next
they
10
have
years.
waited
Yeah.
for the trophy a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, see Liverpool, look at Salah, quiet again yesterday against Newcastle.
So
What's happening to Liverpool? What's happening to Mohamed Salah?
the thing is that England is not just a place you come and you would want to win treble on your first season, you know. So and Slot is not getting it likely just the way he started the season very well, you understand. And it's a very good thing. Even when Pep came to England, he got it hot.
Yeah.
So
For almost
that
2
shouldn't
years.
be the case this time, you know. So
Yeah.
you need to work very hard for it as you could before you can get that treble.
But everybody was expecting Liverpool red hot form are going to land the double because Carabao Cup and being the league leader in the Premier League, But it's so like it's so crazy how Liverpool season is just going, and all of a sudden, if you can remember in the FA Cup against Plymouth Argyle, they lost in the FA Cup at the heart of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They lost again to PSG. We actually thought it was because it is Champions League, but yesterday Newcastle beating Liverpool, the favorite. It's something.
It's something else.
Yeah.
It's
But
something else.
if you go back to the drawing board, check back past games, Liverpool, Newcastle have had edge over Liverpool.
So many
understand?
times, yeah.
And coupled with the fact that some of Liverpool's key players are injured, the likes of Arnold and this defender, what's his name again?
Konate.
Konate is injured from that PSG's game, so I think it's having a great impact on the Liverpool team.
Talking about injury, Newcastle also have injury player.
Yeah.
Okay, not even injured player. They have a player that was suspended for the final. Gordon didn't play. Anthony Gordon didn't play yesterday,
Yeah.
but when I think when it comes to mentality and
It's the mentality. I will speak of mentality. I think
over Liverpool for now.
Yeah, I think watching the game, you could see the what would I say? The winning mentality that came from Liverpool was from Newcastle. Sorry, was different in the sense that you could see them pressuring Liverpool all throughout the game. Liverpool players couldn't even, they couldn't even hold the ball.
Talking generally about the game,
Yeah,
we can see that Newcastle are well prepared from the interview of the manager.
Yeah.
He said they look at for the manager. He said they spent 2 weeks preparing for the final, playing set pieces. Look at Danbon's first goal, header. Look at the set piece. Can you see that they are? I think they are more ready. They are ready to give it their all than Liverpool.
Yes, they were.
See that goal, Danbon. What can you say about the header? Because I think before the goal, they played direct free kick, direct corner kick to him like 2 or 3 times, and he was able to convert the third one.
Yeah.
What can you say about Newcastle set piece yesterday?
Set pieces was top notch, top of the iceberg. It was everything I could expect. The way he was playing, you could imagine, like you said, he had 2 set pieces and had contact with them. But the third one, look at the connection with the ball.
Yeah.
Look at how much he went with precision. He went straight for the ball and he went straight for the goal. It was the same way he wanted the ball to go, and the ball went exactly the direction he pointed it to. That was where it went to. For me, I think that guy, what the coach said from the beginning of the game to say they had prepared for 2 weeks, he was eminent in the game. He showed in every aspect. Every player gave in all. They were playing like they wanted it more. And in football, I've cultivated or understood the habit of saying, who wants it more takes it home.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how big your team is or how many good players or how many big names you've got. If you want it more, you take it home. And the mentality they showed gave them the cup. I think they deserve it. They do deserve it.
I want us to let you understand something. I think Newcastle had more time to prepare for this game. Liverpool were preparing for the Champions League knockout stage.
Yeah.
This is not the first time teams.
This is
not the first time teams prepare for Champions League. Liverpool is a big team. They know that they're preparing for Champions League. If they know the big names, they don't have time to play for the final. They are out of the Champions League. They set the priorities right. See, if you want to win treble,
There's no excuse for failure.
I'm not saying there is no excuse for failure, but Liverpool had more. Newcastle had more time. Doesn't mean
But
okay.
I'm trying to tell you, Newcastle had more time, well rested than the Liverpool players.
But if you say, but if you
could notice, Ancelotti said they had barely how many hours, 72 hours to prepare for a game. That if such happens again, they are not going to show up for the match. These players are fatigued, they are tired. So I understand there's no excuse for failure.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I think Newcastle had enough resting period for time.
No, I buy into your opinion on that one, but in a way, but the thing is, as a football club, I think you should have strategies. You wouldn't complain, you wouldn't pin on the fact to say, oh, I have so many games to play. That is why I lost this game. Reason because there are so many options. There are so many players on the bench. Why not substitute your key players and say, okay, I'm going to play this game. There's what they call opportunity cost, and you set your priorities right. You cannot just say, oh, because I have Champions League game, I'll play. Oh, you're playing all your players every game. Yeah. What do you expect? And for Liverpool, it's not their fault they're not playing in the Champions League.
They are a big team. For the cast to year, for a big team, you wanted to win treble. You want to win the treble before PSG jump Liverpool out of the Champions League. They wanted to win the Champions League, win the Carabao Cup, win the Premier League. So they should be ready. They should be ready. But from my own perspective, I actually think Liverpool has been playing so awful in the past 3 weeks. Let's take it back to the past 3 weeks because the FA Cup match between Plymouth and which they lost 1-0 was an unfortunate game for them where they lost to that team. You know, it's nobody expected Liverpool to just lose to a team of that caliber. And the Champions League were expecting something this and that might actually be the Liverpool. Everybody think Liverpool have a edge over PSG, but look at the first leg. PSG.
Look at the number of shots on them.
And the second leg. Hold on, but the second leg we're like, oh, they are coming to Anfield. You know what Anfield is? Everybody knows Anfield is like
why would anybody think Liverpool had edge over PSG?
So they are coming to Anfield.
Being the league leaders and having the kind of form they were. Everybody will anticipate at least a little bit of difficulty for PSG.
But look into the squad depth of PSG, you would know PSG is a formidable team.
But you see,
it is not the first time PSG are a formidable team. But looking at PSG history in the Champions League, even when they have Messi, Neymar,
Mbappe,
those are big names.
Hold on. When they are different from they are big names, but individually we know what they can do.
They can do,
Individually, everybody believes Salah is a leader in Liverpool attack. So individually, I know what he can do, but everybody know that Liverpool, being top of the Premier League, being the league leaders, playing in the Premier League, the standard of the Premier League, intensity of Premier League, to PSG, people are like, oh, to be the league leaders, beating the likes of Chelsea, everybody to the
even
top.
City.
Everybody was expecting, yes, Liverpool should be able to beat PSG. But then PSG came to Liverpool, exposed Liverpool
to the whole world. Everyone knows what Liverpool standards are.
I can easily say that PSG exposed Liverpool for Newcastle to explore.
I buy into that as well.
Yes.
Why? Because
I buy into that idea too. But they exposed Liverpool right from France. They had 20 shots.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They exposed Liverpool right from France. Just that they couldn't take their chances.
It's unfortunate. I hope Liverpool finally. Liverpool is unfortunate for Liverpool that they didn't need the Carabao Cup.
I'm a bit happy though.
I'm happy for Newcastle.
It's a good thing for Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm
Newcastle fan, man. You deserve this. 70
Kudos to Newcastle.
Okay, 70 years. Yeah. 70 years of waiting for a trophy for Newcastle. What do you think that means to Newcastle?
It means a change of lineage. I'll call it in layman terms. A change of lineage. A change of culture. It's a rebrand. You know when someone breaks a record or changes history.
People have been going to stadium,
never witnessed a
trophy for.
I think that would be a feeling that Arsenal will have in one of the years when they win the league. Maybe when my son is like 50. You never know. You never know. You never know. So it's a feeling that I cannot imagine.
Looking at Liverpool's match. Looking at Liverpool's match, you could realize that Liverpool is a team that they like to play on the counter attack. The pace is there. But from the match from PSG in the Champions League to this Newcastle match yesterday, we realize that the pace is not there. Is it that Mohamed Salah dropped, or is it that the other attackers in the team are not helping Mohamed Salah, because Mohamed Salah alone cannot do it all the time?
Yeah,
he has tried. But what do you think? Is it that the players or is it that Salah that drop, or the players around him does not help him?
I think it's not just Salah. I think for Salah, he I can say the players are fatigued. I would say
Heavy legs,
they are fatigued
yes.
because you can see from the movement, like you said, there's no pace, there's no
Yes,
gameplay.
heavy
Everyone is just
legs, man.
trying. The whole team, they're just trying to like push themselves to go through the game.
Yeah, true.
Salah, as the way we know Salah in the Premier League as the front man, the one who leads the attack, and everything. Salah wasn't present in that game. He was just
I,
he
I,
just it was just a number.
to me, I'll put it on the coach. And it's not, yeah, he's a wonderful coach. His first season in Premier League, he's
Yeah.
doing fantastic well. But see, if you are a manager, you need to know how to do squad rotation.
Where is Gakpo?
Look at yesterday. The guy that gave Liverpool the only goal was Federico Chiesa.
Chiesa.
This guy was signed from Juventus and he was not given enough time to
And
play.
he didn't have
So
time.
He was injured initially.
not injured.
But his
He has
injury
never
was
been injured.
just
He was injured.
he was injured
he
from
was
the
injured.
training
Okay, he was
section. I
injured.
guess.
Yeah. Then he came back. He came back fit. He has never been given the opportunity. This people have been saying play Chiesa, play Chiesa. Even when Luis Diaz was having a tough time, even when Nunes was having a tough time in front of goal. But this guy came yesterday, give them the goal. So I didn't mean the coach has actually been trying to rotate the squad.
There would have
It
been
would have been
options to
It
use.
was
easy,
Yeah.
easy game for them. So, but it is what it is. 70 years of waiting, Newcastle finally land a trophy. Assuming you are a Newcastle fan, or assuming you are in Newcastle today, how do the emotions, you see the fans at Wembley, see the
Yeah.
emotions, see the way they are
It's a new
crying,
beginning,
screaming.
It's a new beginning for Newcastle. Just like when, like a barren family, there's a new birth in that family. You know the level of joy that will be in that family. That's what Newcastle fans are experiencing right now. So it's a really new beginning for Liverpool. I'm happy for Newcastle rather. I'm happy for Newcastle fans and I'm happy for the players too, the likes of Alexander Isak,
Yeah, Bruno
top notch
Guimaraes,
player, Bruno,
and
top
the man
notch.
of the
Do you
match
understand?
Man of the
And
yesterday,
match.
won.
Dan Bon.
Yeah,
Who,
Bond.
who just who
He
was
got
just
us
recently
this
called up to the
international call up,
international call up. Yeah, they went for the guy. He actually,
Yes.
yeah, Dan
No,
Bon,
this season is really a
fantastic
great
player.
season for
Honestly,
him. I'm happy for him.
better get called up in the
Is that
national
sent a
league.
message to him yesterday? The message was so emotional.
Yes.
These are the things we want to see for
Exactly.
football.
Yeah.
Like, we want to
It was
see
really
their
an
struggles,
emotional
people who
game.
have come
Want to
through
see
the
them
ranks,
progress to the
Yeah.
ranks as
people who
well.
have come through the ranks and deserve everything.
Yeah.
Newcastle actually deserve the trophy yesterday
Exactly.
because
Well
they
deserved.
well deserved. They
Well
play
deserved.
fantastic well. Even the
Yeah, well
Premiership, they play. And look at the striker, Alexander Isak.
Isak is too sharp.
He doesn't. He really. He doesn't have. Yesterday, it was a quiet game for him, but the chance came and he buried it.
Yeah.
Looking at Isak, looking at how
That's
he has
an
been
attacker with
fantastic.
precision.
Look at how he has been consistent in the Premier League season, signed for Newcastle. Do you see him staying in Newcastle next season?
I think winning this Carabao Cup is going to be a thing that should give him a reason to maybe give them one more year of his career. That won't be a bad choice for him
Exactly.
because Newcastle is not a bad team.
Yes, yeah.
Playing in the Premiership as one of the best
Yeah,
leagues in the
yeah.
world,
He
and
has been consistent
having this
for
type
like
of
3 seasons now.
this type of stats for he has 23 goals with 3 goals of just penalty kicks, 20 goals of clear chances. Like, come on,
Open play.
he has proper chances of
That's a
making
proper
himself.
striker.
Yeah,
Proper
it's a
striker.
world class striker right
Yeah,
now. Like, I
world-class
would rate
striker.
him above Haaland this season. I would rate him above Haaland this season. Reason because he has been consistent and is playing well for the team. So him staying back in the Newcastle team for one more year won't be a bad choice.
No.
Isaac Abubalan from Iman side, looking at their captain yesterday, Bruno Guimaraes, he was in tears after the final result, which actually let us know what it means for them. One of his interview was like, the trophy is not just for the player, it's for the Newcastle fans, the people who travel to every game to support them, the people back home who couldn't make it to the stadium who are celebrating Newcastle glory victory over Liverpool yesterday. What do you think this means for the players, and what do you think this means for the fans in Newcastle, and generally, what do you think that means for football?
These guys have been consistent. They give 100 every season. You understand, and it would be nice seeing them going empty-handed at the end of the
Every
season.
season,
You
yeah,
understand?
it wouldn't be
So
nice.
it's really like a compensation for the team, for the players, for the fans,
And even for the owners.
and for the owners too.
Yeah,
Spending
the
such
spending
amount
some
of money and
bringing in
not
new
having
players,
returns here. You understand?
Barnes,
So it's a
Isaac,
really good
Bruno
thing, and
Guimaraes.
I think this will open more doors for more big players that would want to reckon with the
Play in the
club. You
Newcastle, yeah,
understand?
as well.
So it's a very good thing. Some of the players can now go, you understand, and seek new adventures.
Yeah.
You get so Kudos to Bruno. Kudos to Trippier, Bon, Isiak. All the like.
And
Kudos
there's
to the fans
there's a
too.
player too. I wanted to highlight out of that Newcastle team, Joelinton. If you could remember, Joelinton was brought in as a striker for
Yes,
Newcastle,
Yeah,
exactly.
but
As in
the
outstanding.
coach changed
he
his
changed his
position
position.
to
Yeah,
Yeah,
midfielder,
to
and
midfield.
Joelinton celebrated every tackle yesterday. Like the way he reacted to every tackle yesterday was like, you see the passion.
yeah.
Journey has actually developed, learning of, it's not easy from being a striker
To a
to
midfield.
being,
Mhm.
know how to be a midfielder. No, those guys are fantastic. They deserve the trophy. At
Yeah.
least Newcastle fans and Newcastle can have said they have more trophies than Arsenal in the last 3 years.
Yes, they can. They can boast of it 100%. I think Arsenal shouldn't. Well, I wouldn't drag them so hard, but I know
I know you
Newcastle.
don't, I know, I know you don't like Arsenal. I know you don't like Arsenal. I know you don't like Arsenal.
I don't think it's a
It's not
personal
too
thing,
personal,
but I
but
think it's
it's
been
just
too.
raw facts, raw
Yeah,
facts.
I know you don't like
It's
Arsenal.
just too raw. That's it.
I know you don't like Arsenal. So
Yeah,
Carabao
exactly.
Cup, that's how it happened. Yesterday was fantastic. Wembley, everywhere was buzzing. Newcastle fans celebrating. It was
Yeah.
fantastic for them. It was a good way for them. At last, the fans can now say they live to witness Newcastle
Winning
lifting
a
a
cup,
trophy. So
proper
it was a
trophy.
good game. Newcastle ended a Liverpool dream of having a double. Oh, and it's only Premier League that's left for Liverpool this season. Hopefully, they finally win that one and nail it. And yeah, let's go back to everything that happened in the Premier League football.
Yeah.
Yesterday as well, Arsenal Gunners they hosted they host Chelsea at the Arsenal
Yeah.
Gunners they host Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium yesterday.
Yeah.
Arsenal won 1-0 and
Lucky.
lucky.
Yeah. It's lucky.
What would you say about the game? No, hold on. What do you say about the game? Like, I know you're not an Arsenal fan. You don't like Arsenal, so I know.
All right.
What do you say about the game? I know you like Chelsea. You watch Chelsea game a lot.
Yeah, I
I know you
do.
watch Chelsea game a lot.
I
You like
do.
Chelsea.
And
What can you say about the game yesterday?
okay, the game yesterday between Chelsea and Arsenal, yeah. I was expecting Arsenal to beat Chelsea like with a goal margin of 3-0, 4-0.
Last season they beat Chelsea 5-0.
Yeah, you know why? Because the Chelsea team right now is in shambles. The team, there's nothing you can talk about the team. There are a few committed players in the team, the likes of Casado, you understand, Cucurella, do you get? So I don't understand the Chelsea midfield is dead.
You know,
If from the goalkeeper Sanchez making some silly mistakes, like
when
the likes of Sanchez, they are not like the
the
caliber of players
solution, they are not the
Chelsea
caliber of keepers Chelsea
that can play
patronize.
for
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
yeah,
You
that's what you are
understand?
saying. When it
So
comes to players that play for Chelsea
so
nowadays,
so
they
when I
just
see
follow
the
the
Chelsea
hype.
team,
Sanchez should never. When Chelsea is the real Chelsea that we know, the Chelsea that
yes,
we used to watch,
he,
Chelsea can never sign
he should be
Sanchez.
like the top goalkeeper of the
I
team.
always say, the way Chelsea's ownership
Sanchez
shifted.
best form is like he's competing with Ilario. I would choose Ilario over Sanchez.
Definitely.
I think you
Definitely.
understand. And this is the number
Definitely.
one goalkeeper for a club as big as Chelsea is no longer a big club,
I
Chelsea
think
is just like every other team, just like Arsenal now. Chelsea is no longer a big
no.
club.
You won't say Chelsea's like Arsenal. I don't think that's
No,
correct.
Chelsea is no longer a big
No.
club.
Chelsea is not a big club, I agree, but not like Arsenal.
The new owners of Chelsea, I think they are just doing
Business, yeah. They're just spending money.
They don't give a fuck about the trophy. They don't give about the success
Imagine
of the club.
the club is not even getting its own right. They are still signing players. They are
Chelsea
not
as a team,
because
we're not looking at the main
last
fact.
48 hours.
There's a point we're not looking at. Chelsea doesn't have a striker right now. Chelsea might have Nicolas Jackson as a striker, but looking at that yesterday's game, you look at the game, you notice that Chelsea lacked that man, that front man, to cause that trouble, to bring those defenders back home.
That's why there was
pressure.
I actually think, looking at the lineup yesterday, from Chelsea manager lineup, Enzo Maresca lineup yesterday, I was like, is this a team? Is this a joke?
Because a joke.
You are playing an Arsenal team. You start Robert Sanchez, or what's his name? Sanchez. You start Badiashile. You start
two central
back and left and left center back, two left footed center back. It was at first we don't even know who is on the left CB or the right CB. Kobe had to come to the right team because he can actually try and
Manage
use his
his
right,
right
manage his
team.
right
Yes.
than Badiashile, and Kukurela on the left. Then we have Fofana on the right. I was like, why can't we use Fofana and Kobe as centre back?
Yeah.
Drop Chris James back to right back. Laga is back or Gisbury Hall is back. Use
Yes.
these guys in the midfield. But
Exactly.
I actually think the problem of Chelsea started when the manager started saying they are not competing for the life for the title.
Exactly.
Because I
The
think football is about
It
mentality.
changed.
Yes,
Yeah.
football is all about
Football is
It's all about
mentality.
mentality.
Yeah.
You have to because Chelsea. I said to people, Chelsea is not a team that want to build. Chelsea is a team of trophy.
Chelsea is a big club. It's a
The
And
big
big
club.
club has
The
no
big
time
club.
and space to train players. You bring people
Let me,
in and
let me,
win
for
cups.
example, let me take you to Barcelona. Barcelona were like, okay, want to keep patronizing the small boys, bringing boys from the academy, but they brought in experienced players to come and help the team.
Yeah.
The likes of Lewandowski, the
Lewandowski.
likes of Rafinha, the likes of Kunde, the likes of their defender Martinez.
Martinez, you have to have those kind of players in play where they have to bring in the mentality of winning.
But Chelsea keep bringing under 19, 20 boys.
Because it's just like he said, it's just business. They're just spending money. If they weren't spending money, I think the Osimhen deal would have been sealed.
Exactly.
So it's just spending money.
Take it or leave it. If it was Roman Abramovich that is still the Chelsea owner as of this time, Osimhen would be playing for Chelsea by now.
Definitely. And so many other players have Rodrigo would have been in Chelsea.
Get the result. That's what big club does.
They only go for trophies. They're not going for. They're not coming to entertain you like it's a samba football.
Yeah, I think
they're playing real football.
Like the old Wenger team. They bring in young boys to play, and you're not.
What does not achieve the young boys? They achieve nothing.
Nothing.
But Arsenal is always
Arsenal actually won the game yesterday, 1-0 against Chelsea.
Yeah.
After coming back from the 1-1 draw at Old Trafford in Manchester. Arsenal being father, they have been consistent the past 3 seasons, and yesterday beating Chelsea 1-0 at the Emirates. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't praise Arsenal for winning 1-0. Yes, kudos to Arsenal. It was a good win. Good goal. But Arsenal, you're winning Chelsea in their worst season. One of the worst seasons I've ever watched. As someone who watched football, this is one of the worst seasons Chelsea has ever played. And Arsenal winning 1-0. I think it's poor. Rather than winning 1-0, there should have been a proper goal margin to show that you're actually doing well. And it all boils down to the fact that Arsenal themselves, they can't tell me they have played this way because they're winning. Well, they are trying to prepare themselves for Real Madrid. It won't be so because they're using most of their key players to play that game. Exactly. I saw Rice there. I saw everyone there. So they wouldn't tell me that they're the full squad playing against Chelsea. So I think it's a poor result, but kudos to them. And it still boils down to them being, not in that title race mentality, not having that winning mentality.
I really don't think Arsenal can win a Premier League trophy before this struggling Chelsea Manchester United team. From what I've seen, from what I've seen with Arsenal team, from what I've seen with them, the way they play, the way they bottle it. Last season, I was expecting Arsenal to capitalize on their form last season and get going for this season. But look at the January transfer window; they failing to bring a striker, despite the fact that they have injuries. And then this season, the way the Premier League is, I would say all teams in the Premier League this season drop in form.
They drop their form.
If all teams are not struggling, the kind of Liverpool that's at the top, that at the top of the league. Look at Nottingham Forest playing beautiful football.
Exactly.
No disrespect to Nottingham Forest, but if all these teams are playing perfectly well, with this Nottingham Forest point, 40-something points, they will be in the top 10, not top 3.
Yeah.
But every team are just making mistakes and everything. But to me, the way Arsenal played, I had the chance to win Premier League last season, 2 seasons ago, and this season where everybody expected that they're going to learn from their mistakes, but they didn't expect that. I think Manchester United and Chelsea will win another Premier League title before Arsenal.
Millwall, I tell you, touch wood, Millwall will win a cup before Arsenal win. A major league title before Arsenal will touch a trophy to say this is Premier League.
Arsenal are still in the race for Champions League. The quarterfinal of Champions League. Anything can happen.
That is a race. Arsenal will not win. We are very sure Arsenal will not win. Arsenal is a business place. They're just there, train up players, keep them fit, and send them out.
But now they are buying players.
Arsenal should be called Arsenal Football Academy Training Center. That is it. Because what they do is they train and they pass out. They can't win a league. They can't.
It will be
Arsenal
very
will never.
difficult.
It's not the
Very
cost.
difficult.
You can't go to Arsenal when you haven't won something. If a young player
Most
coming
of
from
the
the
players
academy,
left there to their various clubs and they won trophies.
yeah,
Giroud,
Yeah, Adebayo,
Nasri,
Nasri.
Adebayo, you understand?
Yeah.
Fabregas coming to Chelsea
Yeah.
to win the Premier
Premier
League.
League,
You
yeah,
know?
you know.
So the moment you leave Arsenal, you go elsewhere. You see
it's just like Tottenham.
Clichy, Sagna,
Yeah.
those are players that won nothing with Arsenal, but they
They
went
went-
to
yeah.
Man City, they won the Premier
Yeah.
League, you know. So
Arsenal
it's a good
is
thing.
a curse. Arsenal, Tottenham, they are best friends
Exactly.
from different
Um,
mothers.
Yeah, so the last time Palmer missed a match was against Arsenal last season, where Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-0.
Yeah.
Same thing yesterday. Palmer missed Chelsea match yesterday.
Yeah.
And apart from the injury, apart from missing, do you think Palmer actually deserves some rest because of the decline in his form in recent games?
Yes, I think Palmer needs a long rest from gameplay. He needs a long rest. The other players are on the bench. They need to give them some play time as well because Palmer, I would say, he's lost his touch. Couple of games, he's lost his touch. He's lost his confidence level.
Exactly.
You know the way the media behaves. As soon as you lose one game, 2 games, you behave. They call you a flop.
Yeah.
And so for him, he has been consistent for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Couple of games, but he dropped in form. And then I think when the player drops in form, it's always wise for a manager to say rest.
Rest. Go on a vacation. Go with your wife.
Stay somewhere alone and then get back yourself and come back on.
Like what I used to say that these boys, the number of matches they play at their age is too much. It's dangerous for their career. It's dangerous for their career at 21, at 18.
Because you can become injury prone as well.
Playing 50,
it's very
70,
possible you
50,
become
60
injury
matches.
prone.
These guys after the season they are still going to play Club World Cup. You know, a lot of fixtures. It's not helping the guys. Can you tell me what Jordan Sancho contributed to that team yesterday?
Did Sancho play? Because me, I didn't see him.
See the thing here. You made mention of being match rusty, not being given enough chances, playing time. Yeah. As a footballer, there's something you need to know. Everybody cannot start the game. If you're on the bench, make sure when you're coming, you make an impact.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can break into the team.
Yeah.
So if the coach is not giving you enough playing time, you need to work hard. You need to work more mentally, physically, and otherwise. You understand? So
these guys are big boys.
Chance to play. The moment you get
these guys are big boys. They have ego. Like what Desmond said, these guys are in a WhatsApp group. They're in a WhatsApp group chatting, looking for a way to get the manager sad.
Yeah.
These guys are big boys. Football, that's the problem I have recently. The game has evolved. A lot of things have changed.
Point where players now control
people are controlling the football club. Players are on WhatsApp group talking about these are the things that are happening in football. These are the things we need to there should be a clause in their contract on how to curb those things.
Yeah. It's true.
It's good to have very good dressing room. Social media is good. Use it positively. That is what is helping.
Use responsibly.
That is what is helping Nottingham Forest. If you watch Nottingham Forest dressing room, look at the energy from Holaina. Look at the energy from Anthony Elanga. Look at the energy from this guy. These guys, they are on social media. They are doing everything, but their performance on the pitch is so amazing.
Yeah.
They use it in a positive way.
Exactly.
Unlike Sancho was signed from Chelsea, played 2 games, had 1 goal, second game, had an assist. He went ahead to go and write freedom at last. Since he wrote that freedom at last, we haven't seen any freedom with him in Chelsea. Sancho, as a winger, does not have any single take on throughout 70 or 80 minutes. Yesterday against Arsenal.
He can't even do it. I used to tell people, just like I said about Nkunku, Nkunku has more balloon blowing than he starts. The number of balloons on his mouth is more than the stats he has in football. If you look at it, every time he's blowing balloons, are we looking for balloons or are we looking for goals?
That's his celebration whenever
there's too many balloons in his mouth. We are looking for goals, not balloons.
Whenever he doesn't score, he can't blow balloon. So he should be missing the balloons now.
I'm not sure. Some of the balloons just come from nowhere because it's as if they fly to his mouth like some birds perching on his mouth. Well, the fact is for Sancho, I have not seen Sancho's performance. I haven't seen it. He haven't given me nothing. I can't say, this Sancho's game was amazing.
I can't really place my hand on what really happened to Sancho.
His money.
Because he started the season very well. You understand? The goal contribution, even scoring against Tottenham. So, I don't really know. Is it the lifestyle? Is it the social media influence? Is it the media?
These guys are big boys.
big boys. See, the clubs need to understand something. If a player cannot be bigger than the club,
Never.
Sure.
you understand. So if these players are not giving you the results
And
you
you
want,
kick them
give
out.
new players, give other players
I was even
chances.
expecting
You
better from
understand? Give
Sancho.
them
I was
playing time.
expecting better performance from Sancho, despite the fact that because of the fact that
The
is
controversy around him and
controversy
Man
around him
U,
and Man
you
U, his
understand?
contract and everything. I think he has the time, the chances to improve Chelsea owners to strike a
Exactly.
deal. Because right now, according to the news, he doesn't have any agreement with Chelsea yet. Maybe Chelsea are going to
Extend his
activate his
contract
clause
or
or
yeah.
not, and Man U does not want him.
He's
Because
going to be in
Man U is
dilemma
still paying debt
to Leipzig.
to Dortmund. Is it not from
Borussia
Dortmund?
Dortmund, yeah.
Dortmund.
Dortmund, yeah.
That's everything that's happening in the world of football, guys. Arsenal fans is gone this season again, but we still have the Champions League to win.
It's
Chelsea,
gone.
we don't know when Chelsea is going to be back to
Mhm.
the Chelsea that we used to know. And Manchester United, hopefully you guys you can't get relegated, but hopefully you get it right next season so that the Premier League race next season can actually be
In a
tough.
way, I feel
Man U can still make it to the Europa League though.
I wish Man U actually
They
relegated
stand
this
a better
season.
chance to
For
make
me,
it
I
to the
think they would have
Europa League.
relegated. Would have taught them a lesson. Playing from the championship and making your way back to the league would have been something to teach
No,
them.
no. Come
But
on, no,
anyways,
not for Man U. Man U, no. That would be like it would be very difficult for Man U to relegate.
So
If I may
that is
say,
that about everything
very
that
very
happened in the world of
difficult.
football, guys. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing to our channel. Spotlight, that's where it is happening.
like
Home
the
of
video.
football. Guys, see you again next time.